The Jaguar XF features a highly sophisticated, yet easy-to-use 9-speed automatic transmission with a rotary gear selector. In this video, we'll show you how to engage your rotary gear selector to select a gear, actively change gears manually using the steering wheel paddle shifters, and how to exit manual gear selection. Start the engine. The rotary gear selector elevates out of the lowered parked position. Note, if the selector fails to elevate, check and remove any obstruction and restart the engine. If it still fails, the rotary selector can still be used in the lowered position. Make sure that you select Park at Engine Switch Off and get the fault rectified as soon as possible. Make sure that the vehicle is stationary and apply the brake pedal before selecting Drive, Reverse, Neutral, or Park. Rotate the gear selector to the required position. The related LED indicator in the gear selector illuminates. The selected gear displays in the message center. To select Sport from Drive, press the gear selector down and rotate to S. The Sport LED illuminates in the selector. Sport mode displays in the message center. When in Sport mode, the transmission remains in the lower gears for longer. To deselect Sport, press and rotate the gear selector back to D. The Drive LED illuminates in the selector. Drive mode displays in the message center. Manual gear selection using the gear shift paddles. To manually change a gear, use the gear shift paddles mounted on the steering wheel. Pull the left paddle to shift down a gear, pull the right paddle to shift up a gear. The selected gear illuminates in the message center. Using the gear shift paddles when in drive allows you temporary access to manual operation when accelerating, decelerating, cornering, or continuing to use the paddles. In drive mode, the system reverts to auto shifting if the paddles are not used, whereas in sport mode, the driver must deselect the paddles in order to revert to auto shifting. Pull and hold the upshift paddle for approximately 1 second to return to the automatic shift mode in whichever drive mode the vehicle was set to before switching to manual operation. Before switching the engine off, select Park. If any other gear position is selected except for neutral, the system will automatically move the gear selector to Park. The gear selector retracts into the center console. If neutral is selected, the system waits for 10 minutes before selecting Park and retracting the selector. This is to allow time to go through a car wash. For more information on your Jaguar XF, visit jaguarusa.com or contact your local retailer.